Onward to breakfast. Alright, so I just took my girlfriend out for breakfast and dropped her back off at home. So I didn't film it because she's still a little camera shy. You gotta be gentle when you introduce the cameras and stuff like that. But anyways, here I am. Just want to go for a walk. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. And just going for a walk over at this park. It's a really cool quarry over here. This is actually the second time I've ever been over here, but it's really beautiful. I'll be honest, it's like really cold out right now, but sometimes just coming out and doing stuff like this is worth it. Alright, so once I go home, I'm probably going to set up the surround sound on my computer. Then maybe I'll game on that for a little bit, edit probably a little bit. And then tonight I have a concert to go to. Hollywood Undead, I think. I don't know. I've never really listened to them, but my girlfriend wanted to go, so I'll take her to that, I guess. And other than that, I don't really have too much planned for today. Maybe I'll try and go for a run later, or a bike ride. It's a little bit chilly out, but I don't know. Maybe I'll count this as my exercise for today and be good. I'm walking, getting some fresh air, because that's one of the things I like to do. I like to get at least 7 hours of sleep, like to read part of a book or listen to part of an audio tape. And then I like to get some exercise, like to do a vision reflection, so my self-conscious can be striving towards the goals that I want. It's part of your servo mechanism. It's one of more of those complex things that you need to learn. And then I know there's something else. Oh yeah, I like to try and eat at least something healthy every day. I know some days I definitely don't, and I know I should eat more than just something healthy every day. But ideally, I try to get like one healthy meal in every day, so I can be like an overall healthier person, especially if I'm getting the exercise. And then if I'm striving towards my goals, well, then my life's in my control. And that's just something that I try and do. And besides that, vlogging's been pretty beneficial, because I've been trying to get myself to do more cool stuff, like walk around places. Like, probably if I wasn't vlogging, I wouldn't have came here. I probably wouldn't have exercised. So I probably would have just went right home. But I mean, at least I'm trying now, which is good. And I would encourage you guys to do the same thing. So what I do is on my phone, I actually set it up in the reminders. So every night at 9 o'clock, my phone will turn on. My phone doesn't want to turn on. How'd it die? It had like half battery. Okay. But anyways, in the reminders, I set it up so that every night at 9 o'clock, the reminder list will come up. I go through and I check everything that I did. And I try and do at least 3 of those 4 things a day. Or maybe it's more than that now. But I try and do as many of those things as I can. And then if it'll put in there when's the last time I did that thing that day. So if 3 days goes by, I can look on there and say, oh hey look, I didn't exercise in 3 days, and I need to exercise tomorrow for sure. So make that one of my top priorities. So that way, I might not do everything on the list, but I'm at least getting to parts of the list every day. So I can live a fuller life, I guess. Which I would encourage everyone to do. Baby, I missed your warmth and your heat and your heaters. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, I forgot. These door panels, they're loose, like really loose. So what I was gonna do is, because the brackets inside are broken, just go for that bolt look where you have the bolts on the outside. So I'm gonna go to this hardware store, pick up some bolts, and then eventually I'll get to this. Probably not today. I could do it today. I'll get to this, and then I'll drill holes in there, even through the brackets, and then I'll have the bolts holding on there. So it won't be like the best look, because obviously the stock look's probably gonna look the best. But this way the door will actually be held on securely, and I can be happy about that. So I'm gonna go get some bolts. This is the kind of shit you have to deal with living in a country full of hicks. I've been working on this all day, and I only have this one side done. But this side's done at least. Maybe tomorrow I'll get to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to put this surround sound into my room. These are the two main speakers. They're hooked up to this headpiece. This stuff's all really old, but it's free. So I'm going to use what looks like a nightstand, but is actually a huge speaker. It goes from there to there. It's probably at least a 12-inch speaker, which is really nice. The only problem is I want to put it here and here, and there's shit here and here, and then there's stuff there and there on the other one. So I have a lot of cleaning to do. So this is what I got going so far. That's there, that's there. Unfortunately, I ran out of speaker wiring. Well, I guess I never had it to begin with. So I had to use regular wiring for that speaker. So it's just, I think that's 16 gauge wiring, which it'll probably have a different sound than speaker wiring, not necessarily a better or worse, just a different sound. And then this one has the normal speaker wiring going all the way up to the head unit. And then that is the computer so far. Here, I'll show you. This is what it sounds like with it on. Those are actually a little bit quieter than these two up here, just because these are the front ones. But overall, it sounds really good. I know it's hard to distinguish the surround sound unless you're actually here, but it sounds really good. And I was just gaming a little bit, phenomenal. So instead of headphones, I actually just hooked up my microphone right here. Fantastic, fantastic. So this just arrived in the mail, and it's only fair that we do an unboxing video for it. So this is actually an accessory for my GoPro. It's an aluminum protective cage, also known as a dog cage. So let's open this bad boy up. Ordered this on Amazon. It was about 25 bucks. So this is what you get. Ooh. Alright, so this appears to be the mount, and there's some screws in here. This is the bottom screw. What's cool is it looks like you can mount the GoPro upside down if you wanted. You can mount it on the bottom, and then mount this like this, and then the hot shoe up here, or cold shoe I should call it actually, because that's what it technically would be. The cold shoe can mount here. Either of these spots it looks like. I wonder if you can mount it on the side. If you can mount this cold shoe on the side, that'd be sweet. It looks like you can. And then you can even use this screw on top for holding it, and then, or you can mount it down here. Sweet, sweet setup. So there's two screws. The screws for this, and then the big screw for the cold shoe. That just sits right in there flush. Okay, I'm going to set this up really quick. Oh, the other thing it comes with is a UV filter. So on the end it's actually threaded, so you can put little UV filters on. Whoops. So these are 37 millimeter, and I imagine filters like this would be super cheap. And then you also get a little lens cap, just like that. So this is a really sweet setup. I just thought it's something a little bit different that you can do for your GoPro. And then you can add your filters on there, which is one of the reasons that I picked this up actually, was for that. And then I'm going to put my GoPro in here really quick then. Just slides on and off like this. Ooh, what I like is there's even a little hole for the LED. That's genius. That's something that I do like. And on the front you have access to your controls. I wonder if you still be, oh yep, you can still see the top one. Here, I'm going to turn this on. So it's a little bit loose in there, and then you just turn this screw, and then there's actually a little thing in here that tightens it. So I'm going to put on just the video mode. That one lights up, the back one lights up. You can barely see the bottom one. This one is covered up, unfortunately. But if it's dark enough out, you can kind of see the little glow over here, which maybe you want to cover it up, which is why you'd kind of pick this too. But the timer's on there, so you'll know it's recording. But the top and the back work, so that's really important. Then even there's this little lanyard. Not sure why you'd want this, but it is there. So what's cool is now you can actually put your cold shoe on here, and then with the adapter from the side, be able to use a shotgun microphone, which is something that a vlogger like myself would absolutely love. I don't have a shotgun mic at the moment, but I should be getting one soon. So that is the GoPro quote-unquote dog cage.